In this section, you will write and graph equations of lines. Equations of lines can be given in three forms: the slope-intercept form, the point-slope form, and the standard form. And you will encounter each one of these in this section. So first of all, let's write the equation of a line from a graph. And we'll write it in slope-intercept form, which is y equals mx plus p. And if you look at the graph, you have a point, and to figure out the slope, I want to know what the rise and the run are, and I think that's 4, and this is 1, 2, 3. Okay, so the y-intercept is 4, and for the y-intercept, x is always 0. So y is going to be equal to, what's the slope? Slope is rise over run, 4 over 3x, and the intercept is 4. Now in this case, it was easy to tell what the intercept is from the graph. If the intercept is not clear, this may not be the best way to write the equation of a line, and we have alternative ways, which we are going to look at right now. Next, write the equation of a line from a graph in point-slope form. The point-slope form is y minus y1 equals mx minus x1. This is where you insert the point. M always stands for slope. So let's mark these 2 points. We have 1, negative 2, and 2, 4. So let me find the slope. Slope is y2 minus y1 over x2 minus x1. When you have a subscript with the variable, that means it stands in place of a point. So y2, and again I'm going to write these vertically: 1, negative 2, 2, 4, and I get negative 2 minus 4. These are my y coordinates, over 1 minus 2, and I get the slope is negative 6 over negative 1, which is a positive 6. Now I know I can pick either point, so let me pick the first point, and my equation is y minus a negative 2, which gives me y 2 equals m, which is 6, parentheses x minus 1. So this is equation in point-slope form. Again, using the other point, so let's use this point here, we could write the equation as y minus 4 equals 6x minus 2. So you notice that in point-slope form, the equations look different. You can simplify and convert these to slope-intercept, and they should both be the same. Write the equation of a line that's parallel to a given line. So here we have write the equation of a line passing through the point 2, negative 3. So let me 2, negative 3 and parallel to the line y equals negative 6. Well, this graph has a line, and we're just going to ignore that one, but we'll write the equation of a line passing through the point 2, negative 3 and to the line y equals negative 6. If the line whose equation I want to find is parallel to this line, then its slope is the same. So the new line slope is m equals negative 6, and and its equation I can write using point slope form is y minus a -3, so which gives me y plus 3 equals m, which is -6, x minus 2. And that's the equation of my line. If I just wanted to convert it to slope intercept, all I would do is y plus 3 equals -6x plus 12, subtract 3, and you get y equals -6x plus 9. So you have the point slope form. I didn't mean to cancel that, so let me just highlight it. That is not cancelled. In point slope form, and this is in slope intercept form. If I was to sketch this line on this graph, what I would do is I would change. Well, I don't need to change the scale. If I use the point and the slope, so I have my point is at 2, -3. Let's see, where's 2, -3, and if my slope is -6/1, what I'm going to do is I am going to choose a scale of -2 for the y-axis. Now and that would be -4. So my first point is 2, -3, and my slope is -6, so I would go down 2, 4, 6 over here and over 1. Note my x is still a 1, so my line is going to be, and I'll draw it as straight as I can. Okay, so the red line is the line of the equations that I have on the left hand side. If I kept extending that line, let me just check and see. This thing keeps moving on me, but if you extend the line, you want to check and see if it'll go through 9, and I'm just going to do it by hand because this thing keeps moving. So something like that. So I think it does go through 9, so I think I'm good. Next, write the equation of a perpendicular line. Next, let's write the equation of a line that passes through the point 2, -3. So I'm going to go ahead and mark 2, -3 again. And I'm going to use a scale of -2 one more time, -2. So 2 and -3 is here. This is my point 2, -3. And we want it parallel to the line that, perpendicular to the line y equals -6x plus 2. So we can use the point slope form again. But before we do that, the slope of the given line is, oops, I didn't mean that, is -6. So the slope of the line that is perpendicular is negative reciprocal, which is negative, and that is a positive 1/6. So the equation of my line is m equals, that's not what I meant. The equation of my line is y equal, let's go back, y minus y1 equals mx minus x1. So you get y plus 3, and I'm getting the -3 from here, and my slope is 1/6 x minus 2. So this is the equation of the line in point slope form, and I could go ahead and go down 1 and over 6, and I'll let you 1, so 1 down, and then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 over here, and then I'm going to do a rough sketch, just a rough line with my hand, because otherwise this whole screen will move. Okay, that's the equation, that's the graph of your line. It's not very elegant, but it gives you an idea. And write the equation of the line in standard form. So in standard form, you have to have all integers. Let's mark the points 1, -2, and 2, 4. So what you can do is you can tell from here that the slope is 2/3, and m equals 2/3 from the graph. In slope intercept form, we get y minus y1 equals 2/3 x minus x1. So y, I'll pick the point 2, 4, and I get y minus 4 equals 2/3 x minus 2. Now since I want all integers, what you want to do is you want to get rid of this fraction. So I'm going to use a different color, and I'm going to put brackets around here, and we're going to multiply both sides of the equation by 3/1. So this gives me 3y minus 12. 3/1 times 2/3 is 2. I have got rid of my fractions because I want all integers, and then you just continue from there. 3y minus 12 equals 2x minus 4. We want the x and the y on one side, so I'm going to subtract 2x, and what I get is, let's get rid of that. So if I subtract 2x from both sides, I will get negative 2x plus 3y, and if I add 12 to both sides, I will get 8. Okay, it is customary to leave the x as a positive, so we could write this as 2x minus 3y equals negative 8. So what I've done is I've multiplied the whole equation by a negative 1. Next, what we want to do is, you are given an equation in standard form, and you're going to graph it. The easiest way to do this is to find the x and the y intercepts. So to find the y intercept, let x equal to 0.